Lubricator, Motel 6, the St. Christopher Fund, and Tax Sale. We applaud the individual truckers and fleets who drive with care and keep our highways safe. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club, devoted to trucking safety. Register online at redeyeradioshow.com.
The St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund is excited to once again offer its diabetes prevention program, Driving Down Diabetes. This free CDC-approved year-long program begins January 9, 2023, with live webinars focusing on nutrition, movement, stress management, sleep, and more. Sponsored by Southern Recipe, this program is for those at risk not already diagnosed with diabetes. Go to truckersfund.org, take the risk assessment located under the Health and Wellness tab, and sign up today.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1 HD3 FM of Montgomery, a Cumulus media station. This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Protesters are flooding the streets of Jerusalem, where the Knesset is voting on Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's controversial judicial overhaul plan right now. This demonstrator is wearing a white wig and black judge's robe.
We came to protest against the changing of the administration in Israel. We fear we gone down to a dictatorship.
A dictatorship, she says. Netanyahu rushed back to Parliament from a hospital where he had a pacemaker implanted. Here in the U.S., Texas Governor Greg Abbott is daring the Department of Justice to sue him with an afternoon deadline approaching to remove a floating barrier blocking migrants from crossing the Rio Grande. Republican Congressman Tony Gonzalez tells CBS's Face the Nation it's all about saving lives.
This has been happening every single week. We see people drown. Last year, there were hundreds of migrants that are drowning. I'm glad it's getting some attention.
DOJ says the buoy violates federal law and presents humanitarian concerns. The little blue bird has flown the coop. Twitter's replaced it with an X on the platform's website this morning. CBS News tech consultant Ian Sherr.
There are many apps who have tried to be what Elon Musk has said he wants X, this new Twitter, to be. A central app for everything. Whether or not he can pull it off is still yet to be seen. But there is a long list of companies who tried and failed.
The Bluebird is still on the app. A British travel company is adding flights to bring tourists back from Greece, where wildfires have people like Chloe Price fleeing the beaches of Rhodes.
Literally 2 hours after we left, they were covered in ash. Just sat on their own balconies, looking over at the pool. They'd be covered in ash. And the moon was red and everything. It was horrible.
Moscow has been attacked by drones again. Pentagon correspondent Cami McCormick.
Russian authorities accuse Ukraine of launching this latest attack. One of the drones struck 2 non-residential buildings. One, Moscow says, fell near the defense ministry's main headquarters. A drone also struck a Russian ammunition depot in Crimea. Russia, meanwhile, continues to strike port infrastructure in southern Ukraine.
In Sweden,
Good morning, Petra.
climate activist Greta Thunberg has been convicted of disobeying police who ordered her to leave a protest that blocked the road for oil trucks. The 20-year-old pleaded not guilty on grounds she was acting out of necessity. She's been ordered to pay a $144 fine based on her reporting the road. S&P futures up 8. This is CBS News.
Find great hires fast with Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all at the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credits.
Viking, committed to exploring the
What
world
thing is
and
it?
beyond, designed for curious travelers.
There we go.
All-inclusive voyages on all 7 continents, with no children and no casinos on board. Learn more at Viking.com.
When you're trying to hire, all that searching, screening, and interviewing can become its own job. You need Indeed, the end-to-end hiring solution that makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire quality people. Visit Indeed.com/credits.
If you love them enough to listen to them practice the same song on the spot, over and over and over and over and over, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly coupled in the back seat.
Sounds good, honey.
Check today at NHTSA.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Did you buy a ticket to Barbie, the movie?
What's going on? Why are these men looking at me?
Meet the woman who may be the queen of fandom.
Bettina Dorfman, who set the Guinness World Record for biggest Barbie collection in 2005, says she's already acquired dolls from the Barbie movie. She had 2,500 of them when she set the record. By 2011, her collection had grown to 15,000. Now she has as many as 18,500 Barbie dolls. The 62-year-old German collector received her first doll in 1966, several years after Mattel launched the doll in 1959, according to Guinness. Her first doll was Midge, Barbie's best friend, and a character in the new movie. Matt Piper, CBS News.
Here's one that's hard to swallow. After an 88-year-old woman in Dallas lost her bottom dentures while she was eating dinner, her son rushed her to the UT Southwestern Medical Center. Doctors performed an endoscopy and found them right there in her stomach. They used a long set of forceps to extract them. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Beware of the budget could, shoulda, woulda, I know what you're thinking. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shift on budget for hundreds of units in stock and price thousands less. 2021 Hyundai Elantra starting at $16,900. Camry, Corolla, Ultima, Maxima, Ford, Civic, Chevy, Ford, Dodge, Jeep, GMC, all on sale. Woulda got special financing with Cap One and other lenders that want to say yes. Yes to lower payments. Yes to lower down payments. Yes to you and not a credit score. Capital One assigned a special relationship manager for the sale who speaks in yeses. Yes, yes, yes. Local rate and the level. The rate starting from 3.9. Coulda got more from my trade-in. Push roller bracket. Go too much. Lower your payment or just need to sell. Budget funds, cars, trucks, vans, SUVs on the spot with local trade-ins starting at $6,900. Budget on trucks go through two great locations, 61 Mendel Parkway in Montgomery and the new Truck Center location in Franklin. By the way, includes Goodwill, Trucks and Walmart. Shop 24/7. BuyBudgetOnline.com. BuyBudgetOnline.com.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-826-9895. That's 800-826-9895. 800-826-9895.
With Liberty Mutual, you can customize your car insurance and save hundreds. Here's what those savings sound like in dollar bills. Here's what it sounds like in quarters. And here's what that sounds like in cryptocurrency. I think I totally understand. One here, I am.
Okay. My small town.
You can host the best backyard barbecue. And find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
He's the voice of the conservative millennial. Ben Shapiro Show tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Window World River Region. Anchor's home value as you use energy bill. Window siding doors and more in your local Window World.
All products made in the USA with convenient financing options and the industry's strongest lifetime limited warranty. Search Window World River Region today. Monday's the start of a quieter weather pattern here across Central and South Alabama. Today will see highs top out in the low 90s under mainly sunny conditions. Tonight, mostly clear, lows will be the 60s and 70s. Each afternoon, highs will climb back in the mid to upper 90s by the time we enter the late week. Lows will also increase into the mid 70s late week. Rain chances are limited to start the week but return as we approach mid to late week. And that's your first alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Under on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported to send you on an alternate route. Interstate systems moving smoothly into the Tri-County area from Clanton, Auburn, and Greenville. No problems on 231 south out of Wetumpka, north out of Troy. High school students get a jump start on your college careers and dual enrollment at Trinum State. Trinum State, today's college for tomorrow's world. Buckle up for Montgomery Skywatch. This is Major Dillon.
Sponsored by AC by Luquire. AC by Luquire is celebrating 40 years of comfort. They've proudly serviced the river region since 1983. Contact them for your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Visit acbyluquire.com for a list of services and offers today. That's acbyluquire.com. License number 84417.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this morning. An 18-year-old Reed Watts was severely injured by the another son suspicious of concussion. Organizers are offering a $10,000 reward for the lifetime. Alabama's new congressional map has been approved by Governor Kay Ivey. The map includes Award 7 County and District 7, with District 2 expanding out west, but it fails to meet the court's requirements because it doesn't establish a second black majority district.
Right, that's going to help us.
Fast-track testing for sexually transmitted infections is now available in Montgomery County for patients who are showing those symptoms. The health department says that some STDs are on the rise in our state. There have been over 3,000 cases of syphilis in Alabama so far this year. I'm Jasmine Williams, and these are your
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell. Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. They have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer skills in these matters.
For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com. 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Paid for by Cordell and Cordell.
You can host the best backyard barbecue. And then find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie
Why
that.
change your car's air filter? Because when it's clogged, it doesn't work. The same is true of your nose, the body's air filter. It's great at trapping allergens, dust, and viruses, but unless you clean it regularly, they can stay trapped, making you miserable. I'm Martin Hoke, inventor of Navage, the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs. Here's a testimony from a verified purchaser and a big Navage fan. Quote, I've been suffering for 30 years with allergies. I stumbled across Navage. The suction is amazing. It cleared my sinus cavities better than anything I've tried before. Unquote. Navage has over 120,000 reviews with a 4.6-star average written by people who use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Watch your body's air filter with Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose.
We've learned anything from recent news. It's that unexpected things are happening. Your gut tells you there's something very wrong going on, and all the evidence suggests that there is. Government emails are hacked. There's talk of how to fight World War III, and trade of grains and food are being disrupted. Those in charge say everything's fine. Stop noticing. But you know better. It's time to invest in self-reliance and emergency food storage now, more than ever. My Patriot Supply, the nation's largest emergency preparedness company, is the place you can trust. Go to mypatriotsupply.com and secure their best-selling 3-month emergency food kits. Each contains breakfast, lunch, and dinners, averaging over 2,000 calories per day. Get at least one food kit for each family member. For a limited time, save 25%, plus get free shipping on all their 3-month emergency food kits. Go to mypatriotsupply.com today. It's time to prepare for what's coming. mypatriotsupply.com.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese, the Russians don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440.
Don't you know?
Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath
and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver.
Where they
This
live
is
there.
Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Okay then.
Tomorrow morning, if you wake up and the sun does not appear, I will be here.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time once again to rise and shine. For one more day, one more. You're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time for our daily bread. That's right, a word from on high to change your perspective, or at least give you a new one. Either way, it's good for your soul. It is July the 24th, 2023 AD. Today's daily bread is simply entitled Hope in Grief. Our scripture insight today comes from 1 Thessalonians 4:13 through 18, which reads, "Do not grieve like the rest of mankind who have no hope. Govern yourselves accordingly." Good morning. And again, it is July the 24th, 2023. It is a day like all the other days that has never been, and it is also a day that once it's gone, it will never, ever come again. You don't get it back. You don't get a do-over. You don't get to summon it from the past when it's gone. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day, and you don't. And more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, July the 24th, 2023, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done with this day. If you've lived a while, like I tell you every morning, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace and mercy of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then this is the first day of the rest of our lives. What do we do with them? Well, if you can, while you can, for as long as you can, reach back and give somebody else a helping hand. Benjamin Elijah May said, well, you know what he said. I said that already. I got to keep reminding you. My mother used to say that nothing beats a failure but a try. Put one foot in front of the other. Don't ever quit. Don't ever give up. Because quitters don't win. And winners, oh, they may fail at a thing or two, but they don't quit. They never, ever stop. One foot in front of the other. Always move forward. Don't ever give up. And no matter what happens to you this day, no matter what it is, remember this. It is still a great day to be alive on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Hope and grief. That is our daily bread for this day, July the 24th. We'll be back.
Hey, welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. The reading for today, titled Hope and Grief, was written by Leslie Coe. Louise was a lively, playful girl who brought smiles to all she met. At the age of 5, she tragically succumbed to a rare disease. Her sudden passing was a shock to her parents, Day and Peter, and to all of us who worked with them. We grieved along with them. Yet Day and Peter have found the strength to keep going. When I asked Day how they were coping, she said they drew strength from focusing on where Louise was, in Jesus' loving arms. We rejoice for our daughter whose time is up to go into eternal life, she said. By God's grace and strength, we can navigate through the grief and continue to do what He has entrusted us to do. Day's comfort is found in her confidence in the heart of God, who revealed Himself in Jesus. Biblical hope is much more than mere optimism. It's an absolute certainty based on God's promise, which He will never break. In our sadness, we can cling to this powerful truth. As Paul encouraged those grieving over departed friends in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, we believe that Jesus died and rose again. And so we believe that God will bring with Jesus those who have fallen asleep in Him. May this certain hope give us strength and comfort today, even in our grief. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 13 through 18. Brothers and sisters, we do not want you to be uninformed about those who sleep in death, so that you do not grieve like the rest of mankind who have no hope. For we believe that Jesus died and rose again, and so we believe that God will bring with Jesus those who have fallen asleep in Him. According to the Lord's word, we tell you that we who are still alive, who are left until the coming of the Lord, will certainly not precede those who have fallen asleep. For the Lord Himself will come down from heaven with a loud command, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trumpet call of God, and the dead in Christ will rise first. After that, we who are still alive and are left will be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so we will be with the Lord forever. Therefore, encourage one another with these words. Let's pray. Father, thank you for the hope and comfort that we have in you today. Strengthen us, even in our deepest sorrows, so that we can encourage others in theirs today. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Wes Ward, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
Thank you, Wes. Here we go. Time to rise and shine. It's a Monday morning. Let's get motivated. If you're on top of the ground and the ground's still on top of you, then you ought to be thankful this morning. So let's get busy. We're gonna jump from the big iron. Stand up, hook up, shuffle to the door. Stand up, hook up, shuffle to the door. Jump right out and count to 4. That's right, there's PT today. It's Monday. May don't open wide. I got a reserve by my side. Here we go. All the way. Gotta be rough and tough. La-di, la-di, la, hey, hey. Oh, yeah. Hey, la-di, la-di, la, hey, hey. Hey, la-di, la-di, ho. The GI grits and the GI gravy. We're so glad we didn't join the Navy. The GI corn, oh yeah. We're so proud that we're airborne. Hey, la-di, la-di, ho. There we go. All the way. Every day. Come on now. Time to wake up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, okay, it's time for PT this Monday. It's a Monday. I know it's tough. It's tough. It's Monday. I saw some the fellas downtown and they looking all sad and everything. Said it's Monday. Listen, it's a good day to be Monday. On the strip. Well, I am on and I'm gonna take a little trip. Come on. Oh yeah. National no. We don't even know if we're coming home. Come on now. So hook up, shuffle to the door. And jump right out and count to 4. Come on now. Don't open wide. I got a reserve by my side. Come on now. One should fail me 2. Look out below, 'cause I'm coming through. Come on now. You hit the ground in the middle of the night. Spring right up to the firefight. Out, oh, hey. Oh. Run, we're gonna run a little more, hey. Come on now. Up from above 50 feet below. Up the man with the tab of gold. Back stroke, stride stroke, headed for sure. Yes, yes, yes. Oh yeah. A reach gun cable by his side. And these are the tools that he lives by. Hunter killer search team, a hostage snatch. Up the sun's back to the hatch. Okay. Come back behind the line. An airborne ranger just a killing time. And jump through windows, kicking down the wall. An airborne ranger just having a ball. Up, up, whoo, on, up, ranger. Woo. Okay. That PT is rough on a Monday morning. No. I'm not acting like I'm a killer. I was trained to be one, but you know, they just let me kill the bananas and the potatoes and the cream beef. But hey, I did a pretty good job of that stuff. Anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine as we pay homage and honor to all of our armed forces of these United States of America, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard. But let's not forget about our local heroes, our Montgomery Fire Department, Montgomery Police Department, Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, Alabama National Guard, Air and Army Guard, and say good morning to our professional folks around here that run our city, Mayor Stephen Reed, Commissioner Doug Singleton, who is the chairman of our county commission, and if you're gonna kiss up, you got to kiss up to everybody. Okay, anybody else? I miss anybody else? How about Colonel Reed? Now, there's no relation to he's a COO, but he is a, he is a commissioned officer, retired from the United States Air Force. So you got to suck up where you need to. Okay, then. Oh, and good morning to the sanitation department. Okay, there's some guy on TV that day whining about you ain't picked up his garbage yet. Listen, y'all just do what you do, because everybody took an opportunity to put all the trash they've had in their house for the last 15 years on the side of the road because of the storm a month ago. So, yeah, it's taking a little longer. I charge y'all. I can't believe the thing. Y'all cutting down your trees in your house and think we're supposed to pick it up. Y'all getting a bill. That's what you're getting. Come on now. Y'all keep what you're doing, sanitation department. I mean, these folks are cleaning out everything in their house and put it on the side of the road. I think we ought to charge them. And whining on TV. Hey, They got on Saturday mornings, you can take all the junk you want to these trash places where all the trash trucks are and dump it off. What, you think they work for you only? Give me a break. Somebody come out and get that stuff at the house. You'd have, you know, y'all, from what I listened to the other day, y'all actually think that the sanitation department is just for y'all. Come on, man, they got a whole town to get. I mean, we got folks out there that cut trees down big as a Volkswagen. And we supposed to just come over there and get it for free. Y'all must be crazy. Oh, yeah, plus I heard Joe Reed Sr. the other day on the radio. Yeah, yeah, I got some comments about that, too. Alrighty then. And you know it's Monday, right? I got to do the audio piece today because I have to start the week out right. I don't know who sent me one last week, but it really was good. Somebody, see, that's what I'm talking about. I need the audience to help a brother every once in a while to forget some of these great pieces that are out there. Okay, today, okay, let me see. Oh yeah, here we go right here. So this is the audio piece for the day. After this, we'll take a break and then we'll come back with the lessons of life and the what's the other thing I use? Lessons of life and the word of the day. Okay, but enjoy this. We'll be back.
Discouragement can creep in secretly, hide behind clothes, makeup, hairdos. Discouragement is so bold that it will even hide behind a smile and tell you life is not worth living. If you listen at discouragement, it will cause you to make bad decisions. It will cause you to think that life is not worth living. And secretly, behind the facade of a smile and a good morning and a praise the Lord and a how are you, you will wonder if you're ever going to get out of what you're into. There are moments that try the human soul so violently and so perplexing that if the truth were told, all of us have had moments that we wanted to throw up our hands and walk away. Don't make a permanent decision over a temporary circumstance. He says, don't allow a moment of agony to make you draw a conclusion about life prematurely. You can't get to the destination just because you want it, just because you saw it, just because you like it, just because you need it. In fact, we are often tormented by vision. If you don't like where you're at, don't worry about it. It's just a step. You don't like how you feel right now? Stop crying. It's just a step. Don't deviate. Don't procrastinate. Don't become frustrated. All you have to do to win this battle is stay on track. You can't judge your life by where you are in this moment. Do you not know that where you are will pass? What you're worried about will pass? Don't you understand that one day you're going to look back and laugh at the thing that kept you up all night? Don't you understand that it's not nearly as major as you thought it was? You can live without your house. You can live without your car. You can live without your friend. You live without your husband. You live without your wife. I measure the value of a man by how hard he presses. That's how you can determine who you fight. By how hard they press. How hard you press tells me how hard you hit. You can be all big and muscle bound and still not have no force behind your punch. Force, kinetic energy, energy in motion. You can't have energy sitting. Energy is measured by motion. That's why the devil wants you to sit down, shut up, and feel sorry for yourself. You ought to blow the devil's mind this morning. Just when you think he got you down, you ought to shock him and press. You better not start crying on the steps. You better not give up on the steps. You better not collapse on the steps. They will find you on the steps. If you lay down, they'll run over top of you on the steps. I don't care whether it's sunshine or rain, pleasure or pain. When you get up in the morning, put your pants on and press.
And we'll be back right after this message.
On News Radio 1440.
Monday's the start of a quieter weather pattern here across Central and South Alabama. Today, we'll see highs top out in the low 90s under mainly sunny conditions. Tonight, mostly clear. Lows will be in the 60s and 70s. Each afternoon, highs will climb back in the mid to upper 90s by the time we head toward mid to late week. Lows will also increase into the mid 70s late week. Rain chances, they're limited to start the week but return as we approach mid to late week. And that's your first alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive. Family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. The good news continues. Your Monday holds no major problems or accidents. Check for the surrounding counties. They're clear as well. You keep listening and we'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. Your registration for fall classes going on now at Trinity State. This is the time to get your financial aid in order. Change your life. Call Trinity State, today's college for tomorrow's world. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
Throughout the spring split of the Rocket League Championship Series, Team Vitality appeared to be unbeatable. This week, the team was put to the test as they fell to the lower bracket early into the spring major tournament. Once there, Team Vitality showed their resilience as they climbed all the way back to the grand finals before destroying Team BDS to win the major. Now all that's left is the highly anticipated World Championship. With nearly $2 million on the line, who will take home the crown?
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI. Or download the app today.
Pure opportunity. It's what Michigan is all about. The opportunity to do more. The opportunity to connect with the best talent. The opportunity for people of all backgrounds to grow and expand their business. The opportunity to live and work in a state where paychecks go farther. The opportunity is now, and it's right here in Michigan. Visit michiganbusiness.org/radio to discover all the ways the Michigan Economic Development Corporation is helping Michigan thrive.
For nearly 100 years, folks have trusted Blue Star medicated ointment to relieve the pain and itching of almost any skin irritation.
It works on my son's dry, itching feet and their jock itch.
I had this rash on my neck.
Nothing worked until Blue Star.
Blue Star worked great on my ringworm without steroids.
My wife and I have been using Blue Star for years. It's never let us down.
Look for the white box with a blue star in the first aid section. Feel Blue Star work fast, or your money back.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lonrick Falusi with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Did you know that tooth decay is an infection? Luckily, cavities are largely preventable. The bacteria that cause cavities pass from parents to children, so good oral health is a family affair. Take care of baby teeth as soon as they emerge by brushing them with a smear of toothpaste with fluoride. Talk with your pediatrician about your baby's oral health and take him to the dentist by age 1. For more, visit healthychildren.org.
Provocative, personal, unfiltered. This is Mouthpiece.
Because we experience a lot of different things. We experience a lot of hate from the world. And the only thing that we can really run to is each other's arms. Together, we have something powerful.
Super Bowl champion and self-described feminist Michael Bennett and his wife Pele invite listeners into their professional and private lives.
By doing it authentic.
Listen and subscribe to Mouthpiece, free wherever you get your podcasts. From the Westwood One Podcast Network.
When the conversation starts.
Hoops fans, Titus and Tate are back.
At church? And then my poor mother had to yell back at this lady, what happened in Raleigh?
Mark Titus and Tate Frazier are two basketball diehards talking NBA, NCAA, and all things sports.
They don't know anyone. Yes. They don't know anything. Yeah. What is wrong with these guys? And to that we would say,
listen and subscribe to Titus and Tate, free wherever you get your podcasts, from the Westwood One Podcast Network, where the conversation starts.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
And welcome in, welcome back. Isn't it funny? Time does fly, doesn't it? Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. Takes me back. But I wouldn't want to relive that stuff again. So, but it's better to get older and wiser to be young and dead. So I'll take the older and wiser. Problem is, by the time you get older and wiser, you don't have the energy to do the things you should have. Oh well, such is life. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine if you can. The first thing to say is that thank God for being here another day. It's a certainly did not have to do so. Good morning to you. And it's time for the word of the day and lessons of life. The things we learn by living. No other way. There's no substitute for these lessons. You just gotta hope and pray to God that you live long enough to understand them. Our goal is to understand the lessons that we have encountered through this thing we call life. Good morning to you. Okay, the lesson or the word of the day. The word of the day means having an ability to recover from or adjust easily to misfortune or change. Now, we are doing that in America now. I don't know how the World War II generation, because of all our generations, they seem to be the most tenacious in surviving. Not to say that everybody else didn't do their best they could, but it seems that the World War II generation in our country was a special generation of people. Poverty, recession, depression, and somehow, they made it. At least A lot of them made. I would imagine there were those that we never heard about that didn't make it so far. But most of them did make it. See, me, I wasn't back in 30s, but I would imagine that the stories that I have been shown in there, and of course there have always been some other stuff. But this word reflects upon those who get knocked down and get back up. You never get strong by getting knocked down. But you do get stronger getting up every time you are. And what is that word today? The word today is R-E-S-I. Again, E-S-I-L-I-E-N-C-E. That's right. R-E-S-I-L-I-E-N-C-E. And that word is resilience. It is a word that somehow has lost its way in the lexicon of the American English. We don't speak English, we speak American. Of the American lexicon. Resilience, an ability to recover from or adjust easily to misfortune and change. We start whining and crying, we start going back to the good old days when tragedy or something hits us. You know, sometimes you gotta hit back. Okay? Resilience. Our kids can learn something about that word. An ability to recover from or adjust easily to misfortune or change. Remember that. And even the grown folks today have a hard time with that word also. Hey, be resilient. Get off your butt. When you get knocked down, don't sit down and get up. Do something. Make a change. Do something. Anything. But don't get sick. All right then. And now, the lessons of life today is simple. Now this, I was reminded about this in church yesterday. I was reminded about this, that often, we sit around in self-pity. And I did say we, because I have those moments too sometimes. We sit around and we just complain. We complain about this and we complain about that. I know I'm included in that group. I do. I'm included in that group too sometimes. Until I get my head on right, then I just stand up, straighten out my back, and keep moving. Okay, but we complain about this. But here is something about your complaining. I was reminded yesterday in church. Often we ask God why. Why? Why did I get that job? Why am I behind in all my bills? Why is my car broke down? Why aren't my kids acting right? And sometimes in life, we complain that God does not give us the things we deserve. So if you've never heard any about your life before, and this is the first time, I think you should take heed to this one. I have found out in this life we should not complain that we didn't always get what we think we deserve from God. What we should do is be thankful that we don't. Let that saturate in for a second. We should not complain that we didn't always get or don't always get what we deserve from God. What we should be is thankful that we don't. I know you think about that for a while and you'll get that one. Trust me, you will. Anyway, 860-1440 is the number here. It is July the 24th. It is a Monday. It is the 205th day of this year. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, there are only 160 days left in the year already. It was on this day in 1915, the SS Eastland, a passenger ship carrying about 2,500 people, rolled onto its side while docked at Fifth Street Bridge in Chicago River. An estimated 844 people died in that disaster. It was 1847 that Mormon leader Brigham Young and his followers arrived at Salt Lake Valley in the present-day Utah. The year was 1866. Tennessee became the first state to be readmitted to the Union after the Civil War. 1911, Yale University history professor Hiram Bingham III found the lost city of the Incas in Peru. 1937, the state of Alabama dropped charges against 4 of the 9 young black men accused of raping 2 white women, also known as the Scottsboro case. 1959, well, Richard Christie stated, justice delayed is justice denied. I agree with him at least on that. In 1959, during a visit to Moscow, Vice President Richard Nixon engaged in his famous kitchen debate with Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev. In 1969, also, Apollo 11 astronauts, 2 of whom would be the first ones to set foot on the moon, splashed down safely in the Pacific. In 1974, the United States Supreme Court unanimously ruled that President Richard Nixon had to turn over subpoenaed White House tape recordings of the Watergate special prosecutor. The year was 1975. Besides me turning 18 and still lost, an Apollo spacecraft splashed down in the Pacific, completing a mission which included the first docking with a Soyuz capsule from the Soviet Union. 1998 was the year the movie Saving Private Ryan, starring Tom Hanks and directed by Steven Spielberg, was released. And what a great movie it is and still is today. In 2010, a stampede inside a tunnel crowded with techno music fans left 21 people dead and more than 500 injured at the famed Love Palace Festival in Western Germany. Next, I can see go. In 2016, Ken Griffey Jr. and Mike Piazza were inducted into baseball's Hall of Fame. In 2019, in a day of congressional testimony, Robert Mueller dismissed President Trump's claim of total exoneration in Mueller's probe of Russia's 2016 election interference. I agree with Mueller. And it was around 10 years ago, the House narrowly rejected a challenge to the national security's secret collection of hundreds of millions of American phone records. Yes, that's right. Well, you know, you signed that Patriot Act. What was inside there, it says nobody really read it. They just passed it. We don't know what to do. All right, then. 5 years ago, the Trump administration said it would provide $12 billion in emergency relief to farmers hurt by trade disputes with China or other countries. Ryan Kemp, a self-described politically incorrect conservative, carrying the endorsement of President Donald Trump, won Georgia's GOP gubernatorial runoff. Went on to defeat I got to give Stacey credit. You know, it's resilient. That's good. In the general election. A federal judge in New York ordered the release of an Ecuadorian immigrant, Pablo Valencino, who had been held for deportation after delivering pizza to the U.S. Army installation in Brooklyn. I seen that when I was there last year. The immigrant had applied to stay in the country after marrying a U.S. citizen with whom he had 2 young daughters. Ivanka Trump announced the shutdown of her fashion line, which had been targeted by Boy Scouts by boycott, and prompted concerns of conflicts are mentioned. And 1 year ago, Pope Francis began a visit to Canada to apologize to the indigenous people who are business by missionaries and residential schools, a key step in the Catholic Church's efforts to reconcile with native communities and help them heal from generations of trauma. Help us. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. Birthdays today: Pat Ofian is 88, comedian Ruth Buzzy is 87, Mark Goodard is 87, Dan Hedaya is 83, Chris Anderson is 81, Actor Robert Hayes is 70, former Republican National Chairman Mark Recall is 75, Michael Richards is 74. Former Senator Claire McCaskill, Democrat from Missouri, is 70, Pam Tillis is 66. Okay, Barry Bonds is 59, and all the rest of the folks Hardison is 58, actor, singer, Wesley Schwartz I don't care. I've never heard them anyway. Move right along. Move right along. Oh, yeah, something I want to talk about today too. We get an opportunity to do it. This thing about this song, Jason Aldean song, I found no harm in it. Found nothing wrong with it. Matter of fact, I absolutely agree 100% of it. I just thought I'd let you know. But we'll play it. Let you guys hear what the controversy is all about. No big controversy. I don't blame you. You come to my hometown there, little town, something will happen. I bring up a house, take out, kill the chickens and things like that, hurt the dog. Somebody is going to pay. I'm just saying. I'm with the brother on that one. Yes, but you know, when we don't like something, we always put the race tag on it. Next thing you know, it's all about race. Oh well. We got to get out of that. Let's give it back. You know who did it. Anyway, what national day is it today? Well, if you have cousins, it is National Cousins Day. And hey, how about this one? National Tequila Day. I never had a tequila, but I heard this thing sound good. Children's Day in Vanuatu. Don't know what that is, but it's somewhere in the world. International Self-Care Day. Everybody needs to take a moment out and take care of themselves. That's right. As the foundation of wellness self-care is emphasized and prioritized for International Self-Care Day. So today, when I get off work, I'm going to buy me a pair of socks with the one from Africa. I'm going to buy me a pair. I got 42 pairs of socks, but I can't find the other socks. I don't know where they are. What happened? I think the washing machine has 2 socks. I got 42 pairs of socks. I got 2 socks, but I can't find the other socks. Throw all the socks away on self-care and buy me some new socks. Yeah. With 2 socks in the bag. National Day of Motoring. Take your mini out and drive and faster through an open road. National Drive-Through Day. Okay, today, if you want to go through the drive-through at one of them restaurants, it's okay to do it. And I'm sorry, I'm National Marine Week. That's right. Look into the oceans of check it out. I've never been there. Whatever that, aquarium, whatever that. I got to live in Hawaii. You know, it's kind of hard to get motivated over there. All right. National Thermal Engineering Day. Oh yeah, you might not know it, but thermal energy is all around. Okay. It's Pioneer Day. That's right. Celebrate Pioneer Day by learning about the history related to it and much more, like Daniel Boone, Davy Crockett, and all those guys. I know they had Black Coast Campus stuff, but I got that. Samaritan's Awareness Week. Everybody deserves to be listened to and understood. Sometimes it just takes the wheel of someone who understands. That's why when I stop people sometimes on the side of the road, I can do that for I can listen. Okay, and those are just some of the days, some of the things we celebrate. Okay. I didn't really do anything up here that my fancy. Well, I forgot one. It is National Amelia Earhart Day. Okay, she is one of the most beloved pioneers of aviation. Okay, I'm just saying. I forgot about that. Okay, Amelia Earhart Day. Yeah, okay, yeah. And the other day, what else I think of the other day? Oh, Helen Keller. Yeah, I did not know that Helen Keller was one of the Alex Stevie Wonder was not born there. Now, Ray Charles, I don't know if Ray Charles was born that way or not. But I know those 2 guys were not. That's the hardest thing. But Helen Keller changed the world with science, figuring how to communicate with people who cannot speak. Interesting. And she's from Alabama. Did you know that? Helen Keller's from Alabama? Yeah. That's interesting. From Alabama. Look at that.
Jeffrey Rodriguez. We begin in Texas with the Department of Justice has given officials until this afternoon to remove a floating barrier from the Rio Grande aimed at preventing migrants from crossing over into the U.S. Democratic State Senator William Gutierrez.
People need to wake up because it's costing more than taxpayer dollars. But sadly, it's resulting in the death of innocent people.
Republican Tony Gonzalez to CBS's Face the Nation.
We can't just wait on the president to solve things. We can't wait for government to try to fix it themselves. Congress has a role to play in this.
Governor Greg Abbott from the DOJ, the two sides will meet in court. Still no break from the heat in the Southwest. The high in Phoenix today is 114, which would make it the 25th in a row with temperatures of at least 110 degrees.
It's miserable, actually. I don't get up on much. I stay inside.
Go back and complain about heat. I'm sorry to keep myself in check.
Almost 20,000 people in hotels on the Greek island roads. And strong winds fanned the flames and sowed wildfires in their direction.
We got today at 9, went to the airport, and then we got put in a take-out emergency between ways.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu left from the hospital wearing a pacemaker implanted in the Knesset today to witness a historic vote on overhauling the country's judicial system. Correspondent Elizabeth Palmer.
Thousands of protesters camped out waiting for this morning's vote. We're worried, we're scared, we're angry that people are trying to change this country, trying to create a democratic backslide. For weeks, serious crowds hit the street, opposed to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's move to limit the authority of the Supreme Court, the only check in executive.
As Little Blue Bird spread its wings in Norway today, Elon Musk has replaced it with a black box on Twitter's website. The question, according to CBS News tech contributor Ian Sherr,
is he going to keep it as a hugely influential social media, or does he want to do something else?
Bluebird is still on the Twitter app. It's official. We're in the summer of Barbenheimer. Barbie movies debuted with a massive $155 million in ticket sales. Oppenheimer took more than $80 million. The message to Hollywood is this: this is CBS News.
Need to hire quality candidates fast? You need Indeed. The end-to-end hiring solution. That's what it is. All in one place. Viking, a military exploring in comfort, designed for curious travelers. Viking offers all inclusive privileges on all 7 continents. With no children and no consumers on board. Learn more at Viking.com. When you're trying to hire, all that searching, screening, and interviewing can become its own job. You need Indeed, the end-to-end hiring solution that makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire quality people. Visit Indeed.com/business. Attorney CPA Joe Cordell. Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. They have to contend with allegations that they're earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer skills in these matters. For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com. 100 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee, 37402. All representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
British group's been banned from playing in Indonesia
The 1975 scrapped its shows in Indonesia and Taiwan this weekend after the band's set was cut short at a music festival in Malaysia. Apparently, frontman Matty Healy's comments about the country's anti-gay laws didn't go over too well with authorities.
We're on 1975. Hold on one second. You're in the
He
right
also
place.
kissed his male bandmate on stage. Homosexuality is illegal in Malaysia.
We're in the
and
same
can get a
building.
person up to 20 years
We're on the
behind
side
bars
of the
if
street with
convicted.
Davis Theater.
CBS News.
36-year-old American golfer Brian Harman says he's over the moon after winning the British Open.
To come out and put a performance like that together, like start to finish, just had a lot of control. I don't know why this week, but I'm very thankful that.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Regional banks closed. 3 of them closed overnight. The Greeks moved. GOLD. Somebody said here, somebody said there, and Obviously, you guys haven't listened to me. I'm not gonna hold that against you, though.
We got a bullet. Tracy, you don't know I left school. Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to get up. Why? That's how you get things done.
Oh, well, like 7.
I like getting up early, getting on with, get it done. Okay. What's the name of your school?
There's a river in the cast.
Leah.
You're supposed to make us look good.
But there's some things I can't do. Yeah, you gotta do that. I can't even make myself look good sometimes. But I won't make you look right.
Well, there's the
Biden incoherently.
Everybody that wants to have Michael at all.
That's true.
That's right. Okay. Now, put on those headphones. Okay, then we are. Good morning, everybody. Hope this day finds you well. Okay, I did have some guests. I do have a couple of guests for a few minutes this morning. Just to, since you know what time it is, it's about that time that youngins back in school. Even me, I got one still going to school. Don't ask me how it happened. It has something to do with biology. But anyway, I got them. We're rolling, and so this morning we're going to talk about one of our newer schools. I haven't been here that long, I don't believe. Years, right there.
As we were,
Yeah, grab those microphones and bring it close to you. There you go. Oh, okay. So tell the folks who you are and what your school has to offer and why we should consider it.
my name is Chris White. I'm from Fort Worth Bridges Academy. I'm here with my teammate, who's on senior officer at high school. And our best thing we have going besides our teachers want for children as children is we have a
Wonderful. And is it the traditional curriculum?
we follow state standards.
Okay. Now, I get in trouble every time I bring up school because I'm just so unenamored with the traditional school. So, what makes your school different from the public?
That is a hard comparison. Our small class size is a huge difference. Our teachers are there because they want to be there. They're not there to pay for it. They are there to help children. And really, these are children from all and and so we serve public school employees. I can continue to serve the children.
What do you think? What do you guys think is the most important? I know what I think. The most important element of a good classroom environment.
That's the person we have experience in the person that the person is able to move as they need to move and work and accommodate and one thing that I think standards because I'm not I'm educated, I'm able to be there and and it's wonderful. We have teachers that are from the military. We have teachers that were actors from theater, and I've and it's wonderful to be able to bring that into
Now, what is the process if someone wants to be inquisitive about your facility? How do they get with you guys, or something? Is there a Facebook page, website, or phone number, or anything?
like to do, and you can text local 262 and we like to see our school. I don't know for it to decide on our school without having visited. We just sort of feel the family, the nature of our school, or so we want them to visit first to see if it's good. And then we go from there, we do all that with it. But we have
Now, I'm going to ask you I'm going to ask you somewhat more of a controversial question here, but I'm hoping that it's really not a whole different. One of the things that now, IEP, from what I see, gives certain students permission to act crazy, do all kinds of weird things, and of their description, which I just, I'm stupefied by that. Do you guys have IEP?
We do not have IEPs. We do have students that come to us with an IEP. And I think you just read the purpose of it.
That is the behavior that I'm seeing.
I understand.
Okay.
So I get what you're saying. Yeah, so if somebody comes to us that has an IEP, and it's a very typically it helps us what we go through and share with the teachers is how to best teach that student because it will tell us in there what kind of learner he is or she.
Right, all kids are not the same, and I get that part, but I have seen people screaming in the school, and it has been attributed to. I guess my question is, do you guys believe in discipline?
We do believe in discipline, and I don't think it's
Okay. And the grades that you guys do, that's good. I'm pro public school, but I'm just not. I'm not. They're just so. I've been so in the atmosphere. I mean, I'm walking to school. Sometimes kids are screaming down the hall and cussing teachers out and being disrespectful. And I don't understand that. The environment in your school, then or any of the private schools should be the same as far as the environment of learning. Okay? It should be somewhat not quiet necessarily, but
not disruptive.
Right, not disruptive, and that sort of and disrespect is the one thing. My son would tell you, we ain't playing that one. You, the grown person, talks to you, you pay attention. And if you disagree with them, you tell me, I'll do the disagreement. You have a right to disagree with the teacher because you're the teacher, I'm the student. It's like me going in the army, telling the drill sergeant, this is how you do it. I don't know how to do it. It ain't my army, it's here. Your school is yours. You provide, is there lunch provided? You bring yourself lunch, or how does that work?
Our school day goes from 8 to 12:30. After 12:30 for elementary school, they do enrichment program. So they don't bring you bring snacks. Right? Welcome to bring drinks.
You know, if you go through the traditional 12 years of school with your traditional time off 3 months a year, somewhere thereabout, that's 3 years of time off during the whole 12 years of school. Do you guys really think we need 12 years of school to get through high school? Of course not. We get 3 years off during that 12 years. So obviously, if you like, we can finish this in 9th grade.
We have these in children and sometimes in a short amount of time. And second to third grade or third grade, those social issues need to be around children have some of these experiences around them. Just like they need that time, and you could probably accelerate it and get it done, and even with probably really include what you said earlier is to look at things differently, change the way we do things. Those things will change. Things a little bit different. I can see them a little bit different. That didn't happen overnight, so it won't be fixed overnight. A lot of things that have been absent and missing as far as training is concerned, and we're learning about children, and we're learning a lot about what we can do to help them. And a lot of times it may come out in anger or may come out in almost understand medicate as we move and whether it's a private institution, we're looking at one of the things that are good. We want to make sure that everybody wants to. So,
is there you guys are not a religious group? Okay, but I'm going to assume, listen to you, like you do a right and a wrong and a way to do things. Because one of the problems I have with some schools is that we use them now as social experimentation platforms, doing all kinds of things that trying to convince us that what is not, what is not is. We won't even go there. But our job, your job, is just to teach reading, writing, and arithmetic. I mean, that's if we can figure that one out, everything else will be okay.
That's not only job. Your job is to teach.
But you can't do it without reading, writing, and arithmetic. Yeah.
Every child just about every you can understand. And if you do it, you know that understand that it may be.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I was wondering.
That's really one. That's really why even if they don't, how much of it. So even
but I just don't want you guys. I just wanted you guys to teach certain biological things differently than the rest of the world. That's we won't even go there. Anyway, the name of the school again is. Okay. Thank you.
We are at 4240 Lomax Street, and last year
I know what that is. Okay.
the students voted on our
school mascot,
mascot, and we are the River Otters.
Right, not the Ocean Otters.
Now that's cute. Okay, because I guarantee you the Otters won't complain. Okay. Everybody else may complain. If you call them the kids or something like that, somebody will be complaining. But the Otters will not complain. They don't care what your name is. All right, give that number one more time where people can reach it if they're interested in it. Right now, when is sign up time?
Our number is 660-0111.
Okay, let me get my company right. I know I'm going to get some calls.
260-0111.
260. All right, sometimes brain.
I understand.
That's what I'm teaching it all wrong. And then the kids are crazy. But anyway, it was a pleasure having you guys up this early in the morning. And again, the name of that school, one more time, is River Regional Academy, located on 190 Road off Trinity, which is over there off of Carmichael Road right there. I think. Yeah. Back on the right. Okay, well, good. Oh, listen, and then we go from the first to the okay. And you got about a 12-to-1 ratio in the classroom. That's only 12 people in there. Maybe wrong. Anyway, okay, well, good. Thank you for coming in. Take it easy. You know who we are.
I'm Chris White.
And you're the principal?
I'm the principal.
And you come from a background of education and go to school?
I retired.
Glad you made it through. We'll be back. Thank you. Now, I didn't think about my controversial subject.
I know, appreciate it.
I know. I know y'all thought it was coming, but I was thankful about it.
I appreciate it. Please have a good time.
Public school, but he's in the impact thing.
Oh,
and he's in the upper bound thing. The upper bound is
yeah, but impact is good.
But they keep trying to convince me. They keep trying to convince me.
Sounds like you need a person. My friend just got a loan from Guardian Treasury, and he uses to upgrade his kitchen appliances. What more people do? Guardian has great rates, and a friend can make payments affordable.
You feel not so right.
All your lending needs.
Tell me what it really is. The Tom Bongino Show. News Radio 1440.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Hope to stay fine. I forgot they get to it. I'm good. Good morning. Who's it before I get started on anything? Good morning, Ed. I'm doing fine. Mm-hmm. I couldn't say. No. I understand. All right. Nice talking to you. Again, yeah. Nice talking. Nice. Anyway, good morning to you. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody's doing fine. Let me see now. I was supposed to have somebody come on 8 o'clock, but I'm not exactly sure if they committed to coming on or not. Who's like the woman named, what was her name? Yeah, I don't want to throw that out. Yeah, and I do understand IEP. I understand the theory behind it. What the practical application with them, absolutely not. You can act any way you want to act in public school because you got an IEP. I understand that some kids are slower than other kids. I don't think that's good. But the disrespect, the disharmony, the disorganization that goes on in public school, and all in the name of an IEP. I'm sorry. Not everybody, of course, not everybody who has one is bad kid or anything like that. But they're just too many. They're just too many. I just whoop. But anyway, and they guys coming to get who with dresses on, and dressed up like girls. Yeah, we about done with that. We about done with that one. Good morning on there. Good morning. I'm doing fine. Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, I just let you know that it don't take all day to teach. Yeah, but if all you're doing is educating kids, that's good time. It's really better than spending the whole day there. Well, all I know is that yeah, we would. Mhm. Yeah. I listened to a little bit of it. Most of it I've heard before. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I, I believe that, I believe that, yeah, well, again, it doesn't help the average citizen no matter who's playing that game. I don't care what they say. I've been here 33 years. It hasn't helped us. It hasn't helped us. Yes. Mhm. Right. I don't know what that means anymore. You, you're an educator. I don't know what that means. Wait, okay. Right. Mm. Well, who benefited from it? And what good is another predominantly black district going to do? No one's going to do it. Right. Okay. Okay. Um, okay. Yeah. I hear you. I got to run. I hear you. I just, there's some sad news coming out today about the reapportionment. Just in case y'all want to know, I got it right here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Yeah, I did fine. Mm-hmm. Where you go? Did I lose you? Oh, call me back. Now I ain't gonna take no more talk to you. Call back. Every day I'm gonna put the wrong number there. Call back. 860-1440 is the number there. Steve, call me back, brother. I missed you there. I'll wait for you to call back because I want to hear what you have to say. Okay, let me see what this is. Okay, is that you, Steve? Okay, well, go ahead. Well, it don't. Mm. I appreciate it. It's all babysitting, but it is a necessary construct of our society. Good morning. Go. Okay. All right then. It is 7:39 in the morning. Again, I do have some. I forget my name. What the name was. I'll get to it in a minute. Good morning. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Okay, what's up? Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, it hasn't. It hasn't. Who cannot wait a minute, who cannot vote right now? Who can't vote? Wait a minute, who can't vote? You know, again, what good is winning if you still can't get anything done? Okay, I hear you, bro. Okay, let me ask you something. Do you know what the okay? I'm just good. Let me ask you a question. Okay? Do you know what percentage of black folks are in America? 13, 13%. Wait. Okay, they say in Alabama, they say okay, okay. They say we are anywhere from 26 to 28% of the voting population. Now, what percentage of black folks that are on the thing that are registered vote? Around 15 to 20%. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Mhm. And 98. Wait. 98% of those 27% of people vote what? Democrat. It is not about. It is not about the people. Okay. Okay. So you want symbol. You want like Rush Limbaugh say. You want symbolism over something. I'm glad. I'm glad they're in contempt. Now, listen, the federal law been sticking it to it forever too. What makes people think? Wait, yeah, yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I hear you. All right. You gotta take a break. All right, appreciate it. That's where we are today. All right, then. So we make up 13% of the population of America, 25, 26, 28% of Alabama. Take the people who actually vote in Alabama, and they always vote 98% one way. So the Democrats don't have to do nothing for you because they know you don't vote for them. The Republicans won't do nothing for you because they know they don't have a chance of converting you to a different ideology or ideology, depending on how you want to pronounce that word. So we're not going to be any better off. They've been talking this smack. I heard Joe the other day on Roscoe's show. They've been talking this smack for years. And why is it that black folks economically are in the same position now they were in 1865? 18, they got 1% of the wealth in America. And now even gay folks and folks who are confused about whether or not they're male or female got more political power than black folks do because nobody works for black folks vote because they already got it. And the ones who don't have it won't ever get it because the Democratic Party, all the things they have been able to do, they have did one masterful job of lying to black folks as if they care about it. I like it. They don't tell that lie. You're on your own. Listen, I'm good with that. Let's take a break.
Weather forecast.
Experts ready to help 24/7. Order from over 100,000 restaurants at easycater.com. Did you know?
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospital. Miracles never come easy. That's why as great as children's hospitals, they need our support to keep miracles happening. Your money is a miracle. Support your children's miracle medical hospital. Every child needs to be vaccinated against COVID, diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, tremendous living ball, mumps, rubella, and
And we are back. That's supposed to be an interesting text. That white Republicans make no laws blacks should accept or respect, just like SCOTUS, Justice Roger B. Taney said during the Dred Scott decision. And per my logic, they said, and reasoning, the Republican action is missing the ignoring federal law, then blacks should never accept any laws passed by Republicans in Alabama. Well, I don't know that. I'm well, let me take this. I'll get into that one. Good morning. Yeah. Who's been taken care of? Who's been taken care of? But who's been taken care of? Tell me who's been taken care of? What voter? What voter? These positions, these districts benefit the party. They don't benefit you. Yes. And the people will still be left out of it, the equation. This has got nothing to do with the voter. Okay. All right. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This stuff, I know just because we talking don't make you right. The reapportionment, the redistricting has not helped the voter. It helps the party. It helps the party. It doesn't help you. Okay. I hear. I hear. I hear. Okay. No, it isn't. Not to you. It isn't. It isn't important. You can still go vote for anybody you want to vote for right now. No, they are trying to. They are trying to set up a system. Wait a minute. They are trying to set up a system. All the black folks vote for one party and that's it. That's what they're trying to do. Okay. It hasn't helped black folks. I ain't looking for no help from them. Anyway, appreciate it. All right, appreciate it. Let's take this go. Good morning. Good morning. And in the 39 years of Democrat control. JB, what our voters don't understand that, LT, is that this has got nothing to do with the voter. It's about a party. This benefits the party and not the voter. And I don't understand why they don't see that. It's got nothing. They've never asked me one time, what do I think about putting J-O or BJO on the ballot? It's got nothing to do with us. It's got something to do with them. Yeah. Exactly. So it's either we're Republican. Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate it. Let me take one more call before we get out of here this hour. Good morning. Pretty good. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 They never lied and said we're gonna get anything. Well, okay, that's cool. I'm with you. I wouldn't. I wouldn't win. It just it doesn't change anything for the average voter in Alabama. It isn't. Exactly. And you can do that now. You can do that now. If we had a legitimate organization, if we had a legitimate organization that really figured out how to get people out to vote for whatever party, whatever person they want to vote, we can make a difference if we just got out and voted. A district just helps the party. No, we don't participate. That's the problem. Okay, you do. Yeah, and I vote all the time, but I just okay. Mm. All righty. All right, appreciate it. And it's a con. It's just a con. Democrats, Republicans, these things, these districts help them. And so, guess what happens? When you put a whole bunch of black folks in one district, ooh, we're going to get the same black folks who always been running, and nothing's really changed. You know they're going to come back and say, well, they got too many Republicans. We only got one. Okay, whatever. One excuse for the other. So much to do.
Deborah Rodriguez, we have breaking news from Israel. We debated the Knesset where lawmakers have approved a key part of Prime Minister Netanyahu's plan to curb the power of the court. The vote came after the opposition chanted shame and stormed out of the chamber. Netanyahu raced back from the hospital after surgery to implant a pacemaker. The deadline is hours away in Texas, and there's no sign officials there intend to comply with an order from the Justice Department to remove a floating barrier intended to keep migrants from crossing the Rio Grande.
The orders from the DOJ warning that the buoy barriers recently deployed in the Rio Grande are lawful and have serious police department. They keep interfering with the feds' duties along the border. started on social media saying we will see you in court, Mr. President. Protesters have continued to deploy every strategy to respond to this crisis. So far, 1,000 feet of bridge are strung down the Rio Grande and Eagle Pass. This is a barrier to slow down and reduce the number of people who will even be able to make it past that particular barrier. Chris Fox for CBS News, Austin.
Officials in Ohio are investigating a violent traffic stop involving a canine unit and a semi-driver. And footage shows an officer releasing the dog on a truck driver who appeared to be surrendering after a chase, despite commands from at least one trooper not to. The dog kicked the driver for more than 30 seconds, drawing blood. Aaron Burnett.
So the Highway Safety Patrol and the Silverville Police Department say an investigation is underway into exactly what unfolded there. But Silverville Police will respond to questions about whether the officer who released the canine has been placed on leave.
People can pull the truck over for a missing rear mud flap. A UN commander says talks are underway with North Korea over the U.S. soldiers who ran across the DMZ last week. General Andrew Harrison.
None of us know where this is going to end. So in life, an optimist, I remain optimistic. Again, I'll leave that out.
Private Travis King was facing dismissal on his return to Texas. Twitter's little bluebird has flown away. Elon Musk replaced it with a black X on the website today. The bird remains on the Twitter app. You might be sitting on some free cash. The survey finds nearly half of us are hoarding unused gift cards. And great.
These cards, inflation comes into the value, the store might go out of business, you might lose the card.
This is CBS News.
Find great hires fast with Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-330-1991. That's 1-800-330-1991. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-330-1991. SelectQuote. We shop, you save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/.
Barbenheimer has blown up the box office. Barbie was top doll at the box office, making $155 million in also blasted expectations with another $8 million.
I'm trying to get it and fill out a thing for a driver license thing, MVR check, I guess, and I can't get in to your platform. It's asking me for a I don't know, I think a password or something. I don't have one.
Let me check what's going on. Did you have any other number?
Nope. Well, email address should be kevin.elkins, Kevin .elkins at cumulus.com. That's CUMULUS.com. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What'd you say? Kevin, it's KEVINELKINS. Cumulus. Well, the company is Accurate Platform, Accurate Platform, I guess. Yeah, I'm with Cumulus Broadcasting, Cumulus Media. Okay. Well, I gotta go. I'm on the air right now, so I can't do that. I'll call back when I get off. Thanks. And good morning. Well, I guess the way is coming up tonight. I think the book is great. That's a good. I'm worried about. I think they invite somebody up there. I never heard of it before. Good morning. It's an interesting scenario taking place in Texas right now. The Texas governor, which I do not blame him, is trying to protect its border by putting a floating wall up there, something like that. Yeah, I mean, I just, it's the Supreme Court. Are they trying to get America into a civil war again? I mean, really, you telling Texas that they have to let people invade their border. This is America. You don't have to. I mean, they sent us all these countries to fight for our country, and now you're telling us that we don't have a border. We really don't have it. We send our kids and young men and women all over the world to protect our way of life, except at home in our way of life, we're not allowed to protect our way of life. So, I mean, what's going on with our country? So we just want to let people invade our country at our southern border. And Texas is right there. Yeah, I know the Spanish folks down there think Texas still belongs to them, but we did have something called Alamo back in the day. It ain't like they just gave it to us. We kind of took it, at least won it. Stuff like that. I'm just wondering. Now I wouldn't do that anything. But I mean, so we can't protect our own country anymore. We have to be invaded, and they've already shown that not only are illegal Mexicans coming over, they got folks from other countries, from China and Venezuela and Honduras and all those other people coming through that border. I mean, is our Supreme Court stupid or what? I mean, without borders, there is no country. Are they trying to get us at war with each other again? I mean, my Lord, what country is this nowadays? Somebody tell me where we are. Is this the United States of America, or isn't it? Okay, I mean, just take all the borders down. I mean, it's a good thing that we're covered on two sides by ocean. The hell, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have a country left. Anyway, yes. Good morning. Appreciate it. 824-1440, 8:15 in the morning. And plus, we got the list of all our new principals at all our schools, the change names and everything. Good morning. Yes. Well, straighten me out. Okay. And which law was that? Wait a minute. Immigration and invasion are not the same thing. And wait a minute. And it says we can be invaded? Yeah. Yeah. But what? It's a border for a reason. So Ronald Reagan said you can come here illegally? Okay. But no, if you're going to tell me about it, then tell me what the law says. I don't believe there's a law out there. There's no law that says you come here illegally. I was served under Ronald Reagan. So right. Okay, right, up until that point. Right up to that point. Not now. What law? Give me the law. Give me the law that you're talking about, which says you can invade America. Okay. I'll look at it, but I don't think I guarantee there's nothing in there that said you can come to America at will illegally. Yeah. Right. I know she came here talking about 22 million from Maxwell. Okay. Well, that's what he said. Yeah. No, he was saying nobody. No, he was saying that nobody in Montgomery delegation asked for anything. Which on which house? I mean, Senate. They're all of them are. Every last. Wait a minute. We got three who federal that got a piece of Montgomery in. All three of them do. All three of them. They all got a piece of Montgomery. I don't know. I guess none of them. Really, what did Montgomery get? Right. Which is the black belt, and it's still the black belt, and they're still trying to get internet. They're still trying to get internet after 40 years. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Have you been down through Selma lately? And it looks worse now than it did when I got here in '91. No, I did not know that. I'm just looking up. I'm looking at the obvious. Um, no, I didn't know that. Again, I didn't live here. I didn't live here then. And who let them do it? And who let them do it? I didn't hear about it. I got in '91. Didn't no peaceful Air Force base live here? Not me, but I wasn't in charge of nothing. Obviously. Obviously, we weren't in charge of anything. All right. Appreciate it. Put it on me, 8:20 in the morning. That's right. Go by the Constitution and the Constitution only. Absolutely. Hey, 20 in the morning. We'll be back. Uno momento.
Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. Even with heart failure, my mother remained strong. Because without strength, you lose hope.
right there. Well, I'm looking at the 1986 immigration. I don't see any place in here where it says you can come across to America illegally. So I'm just looking, we got immigration asylum, we got immigration, late 1985 Immigration Reform and Control Act is introduced by Senator Alan Simpson. November 1986, the Immigration Reform Act controls Simpson as signed by law by President Reagan. All employers are required to request a Form 9 for any employees hired. So I've really done that pretty much. But again, this is not about the people that's coming. This is about the people who are charged with defending our nation. Nobody blames people for trying to come here. If I come here, are you trying to come here too? No doubt about it, I would. I'd be getting it the best way I could. But again, now you tell that to the young soldier who I don't feel sorry for at all. That went into Korea last week. I don't feel sorry for him at all. Listen, if he was really deranged, he shouldn't have been in the military to begin with. But since he decided he wanted to go visit Korea, now he's over there. Okay, sorry about that. Evidently, he had trouble to begin with. Listen, they don't just let you walk right back across. They don't let you come to their country unescorted. Without it, when you get over there, you stay there and you go to jail. Okay, most countries you do that. Mexico did the same thing. I know a young Marine who accidentally found his way in Mexico one time. He ended up spending 2 years in jail over there. So it seems like everybody in the world can guard their borders except the United States of America. We have to let every swing and chain in this country for whatever reason. We got to let them in. We got to let them in. We can't keep them out. And now the Supreme Court is going to tell Texas that they don't have a right to defend their border. Now I think there's a part of the Constitution or the Declaration of Independence that the Supreme Court forgot about. And that is, we are governed, we consent to be governed. Okay? You don't just get to run roughshod over because you got a black foot on us. We have a right to defend our border. Okay? I don't know. Now those idiots live in gated neighborhoods. But they don't have to worry about getting a job. They don't have to worry about competing with somebody who's over here just walk underneath the bridge, whatever the case may be. You don't have to worry about that. We got 9 spots on the Supreme Court. So they don't have to worry about their job for the time being. There's a little guy out there. Just worry about him. And again, I don't blame people for coming here. I don't. I come here too. Have a shot at it. And I'm over there in Ukraine. I'm in Venezuela. I'm in El Salvador. I'm in Colombia. I'm in those places. I can try to get here too. It's reasonable for people to want to come to the United States. At least it used to be. Now I'm not so sure sometimes where we headed as a nation. I'm just not so sure. And for the first time, in a long time in America, it seems that we really certainly are not headed in the right place. Okay? It just seems like we're just not. It seems like we've almost given up on protecting this dream. Someone led great with a beat down here. Our life fell out. Our life fell out. 8:30 in the morning. Anyway, if you want to, the top news said lawmakers refuse to create a second district. They won't do us any good anyway. I ain't had anything else doing that. That's what it is. Here's the question I have to ask you. And anybody can call me and give me the answer. They know the answer. Who does it benefit? I mean, really, seriously, who does it benefit to create a second majority black congressional district in Alabama? Who does it benefit? I mean, really, we haven't got anything off the other one. So who does it benefit? It benefits somebody getting a job, going to Washington, D.C., act like they're somebody. But just tell me who it benefits. Doesn't benefit me, doesn't benefit you as an individual, It may benefit us as a collective because they'll get $1 million and give us all 14 cents allocated to that citizen. But who doesn't benefit? It does not benefit the average voter. And I don't care what Joe Reed says. I love the guy, good man, but it doesn't benefit the average voter. It benefits the political parties so they can gain more power and go to Washington, D.C., and eat caviar and escargot. Okay? That's who it benefits. It does not benefit the average, because if it benefits, can somebody tell me, we got this 7th congressional district right now that's black. And most of the places in that district are still throw up from the throw up. So where? I mean, for years we keep hearing about getting what are the septic tanks? We getting fresh water. I mean, we keep hearing year after year after year after year. So now we want to bring another one. Okay, and what's going to be in it? We're going to come into Montgomery. We're probably going to grab Flatwood or something like that, put that in there maybe. And then they'll be setting their languaging again, like they are now, at the destruction of and we haven't fixed that yet. So I'm just asking, who is it going to help? So we raise all this hell in the public, we're all this hell in the TV. Who is going to get the help besides the party? Who is going to benefit? Somebody who benefits from another black congressional district with 13% of the population in America? Who benefits? Okay. So while we're raising all this political hash about another district and blah 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 blah, who benefits? Have black folks in Alabama? Just for that. The black folks in Alabama, we got the Terry Sewell once rears her head up and brings a couple of pennies to Alabama for somebody. I don't know who the hell gets the money. Selma needs it. But what's going to be different if we get a second black district? And make no mistake about it, I'm black. Been black a long time. So who benefits? I've been setting this microphone for years. And every 4 years, like now, people, it's an election time. People coming out saying they're going to do this, they're going to do that. Okay, you hear that. Okay, that's next time I got shot. If we're going to take care of guns, why don't we just take them now? I'm just fix it now. We rarely have people run for office who have actually accomplished it without that office. And by getting them in office, we give them access to funds and things of that nature that will help them even more. So, tell me somebody, now we got a couple of people on the city council doing their due diligence, doing their best. I agree with that. But all these new people show, give me a record. What have you accomplished? What have you done? Give me a program that you've started that's successful. Okay. Now he ain't running for office, but I'm gonna give the hot dog man some shout out here because he has done things that make a difference in our community that everybody knows about. And he's not the only one. I just don't know everybody. Everybody's on TV. I'm just saying. So there are some people that are doing things out there without the benefit of a political office. But everybody that's running that I see, okay, a whole lot. Even the guy who's running for mayor against Reed, I don't really know him. I don't never heard of him until last week. I don't know. I'm not saying they're not doing anything. I just don't know anything about it. Right? Even some of the city council people who have contested. What have they done? Except wanting to be in city government. So the questions must be asked. What have you done? Show me a track record. Good morning, who's this? Yes. I can't go back that far. I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about nobody. And you can't depend on anybody. Parties got the money, and there's certain individuals who get the money. Black folks, we gotta depend on our own self. We gotta help each other out Okay, so sure, but there have been people who have been successful even under that because they got to work. Listen, everybody gets screwed somewhere along the line. Most people do. Most people benefit from their work. Not all. Like it. The list is too long. Right. But the list is too long. How about Madam, wait a minute. Madam C.J. Walker became a millionaire in some of the most treacherous times in this country. It is because the human experience has been one where one man always tried to step on another. That ain't just black, that's white too. That's everybody. Hey, Jeff, that's human nature. We try to screw one another all the time. Adam, Cain and Abel. Why did Cain kill Abel? I don't know. It's called war. We fight battles. We fight battles all the time over land. Somebody loses, somebody wins. I'm not war, but if they call me, I go. Yeah. Brother, you got to fight to live. There's always a war, even within you. There's always a battle. What was the battle going on? Okay. I agree. Come on, who's this? Who's calling me back? You you can call me whatever. Wait a minute, I talk to you. You didn't speak to my guest. Nobody did. You called after my guest. Okay, one call. Good morning, on air. Yes. Well, we know who wins it. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Again, what? Well, we are financially better off. Well, why they got it, I don't care. But they got the money. He didn't waste the money. Right, but he didn't exactly. But he didn't waste it. The money's still there. But again, that's right. But he didn't start. But he didn't start that. Wait a minute. Who did that happen under? Levitate came under Todd. And it came under, who did it come under? I don't use the word great. Wait a minute. I don't use the word great. But let people stop putting their trash out there that they had in their house for 15 years. They don't get paid to move the garbage in your house for 15 years. And they cut. Listen, have you seen the big tree stumps? Have you seen the big tree stumps that are out of people's yard right now? They want the city to pick up. Good. Have you seen them? Have you seen the big tree stump? Really? I've seen them. I mean, come on. Our guys are there to pick up trash, consumer trash. Okay, not big tree stumps. They're the size of food trash. I mean, everybody took the opportunity of that storm and put everything that's ever been in their house for the last 15 years they wasn't wanting to get rid of, put it outside. So listen, we are working the hell out of these kids, and we can't seem to get anybody else to, of course, they don't have to get somebody shot at the truck. That don't help. But everybody, we can't get anybody to work. I mean, if I was a little younger, I'd go get me a job. We got to think a little bit more of the game. But I'm just saying, everybody's got to complain about the trash. But we can't find enough people. It can only stretch these people so far. So get some people down there, put your kids out of the house, tell them to get a job. Okay, mamas tell your kids they need to get a job too. There are a lot of jobs down in the sanitation department they need somebody to do. Not stop letting them sit at home and play bingo or whatever those games they be playing at home at 30 years old. Tell them to get your ass out and get a job. Okay? Well, the sanitation department needs people right now. And I think they're doing a great job. They're doing an all right job. I don't know how to describe great. Good morning. They don't have the people that they used to have. Wait. So that's a big deal for you to move your garbage can out of the street and put it back up? Right, I know it is. But you think it's a big deal for you to get out and put your garbage can back up? Okay. You ain't really whining about that. Well, get out the way, man. Wait, make sure ain't no cars coming, and then get the can and fill it up. That's saying, man. Y'all doing a lot of whining today. I gotta take a break. We'll be back at 8:44 in the morning. I gotta get out the car and put my can back up. Come on, man. I get out and put mine back up all the time. Be whining about that. Pay some kid to come along, then pay some kid in the neighborhood to come by, pay them $5 a month to come by and put your name for you. Somebody will do it. Hell, I'll do it. Give me your address. I'll be back. $5, I come put your can up. Oh, money. Come on, man. I don't know where my guest, well, I guess they ain't coming. Hey. Great, big word.
Get a job. Go get a job. The sanitation department is hiring. Go get a job. Get a job. They need people. Young people. Not me. Oh, that's it.
And even memory and concentration problems, often called brain fog. As the threat of Lyme disease grows to more than 300,000 projected cases each year, it's time for us to target Lyme disease. That means checking for ticks when you've been outside, even in your own backyard. It means bullseye-shaped reaction.
Join Sean Hannity. Joe Biden on News Radio 1440.
Okay, now somebody did submit text. Next sentence it says, who benefits from blacks getting white Republicans now? No, they don't. None. They don't get any with a new black district except to be able to vote a black party face in office. Just as the whites do, we vote in the white face. No, listen, I don't have a problem. I just want people to think just because you get one, your life won't change. Don't think that getting another black district is going to help you. It won't. It'll help the parties, but it certainly won't help you. I'm just saying, yeah, but I agree with you. One thing about the Republicans don't say they're going to get these done for you. I can appreciate that. Democrats promise, they promise we don't get when Obama got elected, I don't have to pay rent no more. There are people who actually believe they have to pay rent no more. Okay? President gets in office, he gets some food stamps. A couple weeks ago they come up eliminating taking down the amount of food stamps that people get. So again, he who giveth actually can take it away. I'm just saying, I don't threaten none of them do anything for me. Nothing. Good morning, Brazil. Yes, I'm fine. Yes, we do. None. None.
All right, appreciate your call there. Let me see. Anyway, so much for that. One thing I do love about my I get to all the people. I've been calling this one principal for a month now, looking at and I still haven't got an answer. I hope that's not. I hope that's not an indication of how much I'll be able to know when it gets in there. Because I don't. Yeah, I don't know. It's good. The more of a meeting. That's all. Just one-on-one conversation. That's it. Sit down and have a meeting of the minds. Trying to figure out what the environment at the Lee High School, which is not called Lee, it's called socially Levon something. Of course, if you think I don't think change. But now, hey, maybe change the name will change the atmosphere. I don't know. I hope it does. If it doesn't, then it's been a total waste of time and 125. What to pay? $125 to the historical commission in order to change. It's $125,000, $125. It's a little bit of money they have to put on there to change the name. Of course, now all those kids who went to Lee High School, now they're going to go on the internet and look for Lee, won't find it. Good morning on there. Pretty good. But that happens in all concerts. That happens in concerts today. Yeah. I did see that. Yeah, I did see that. I didn't mention it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't mention it. He mentioned how we was he mentioned how our school, although they are run by black folks, that shit. But we'll see. Well, a man beat another man, somebody ought to win. Oh, 4 or 5. Oh, that's a. Yeah, that is not fair. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know where he was. I went down there. Yeah, I didn't know where he was. Well, all right, man. I appreciate you. Nothing keeping me company for the last minute of the show because I got to work with it this morning. Well, even now, I'm somewhat confused. Get to my notes. But I got to do what I've got to do. I got to do what I got to do. So I'll try to get it down here. We will come back with a memento, and we will figure out right now. Kind of hard to run computers and figure out something with other computers. Difficult. My brain's pretty good, but sometimes I get it. Anyway, have a good morning. Tomorrow we'll see about principals of our new schools, who's there and who's not. Yeah. Alone again, not true.